Sorry, it expired before we complete the point which I want to give you today. And I'm going to take a very short time because I have another class at 11 o'clock for 30 years. So, okay. All right. Okay, where were we? Let us have the column. Let us try to have the exact number, at least 20 people, so that you can. Okay. They have to join fast so that we can. We are around this 19. Okay. All right. Okay. For others, they will come, they will join. Let me complete what I was telling you. And we were looking to something known as dynamic. So as you know, as you understand, as you have seen, we have a type. We have a two type. We have a two type. One is compiler time. This is a compiler. We have a dynamic compiler. Sorry. We have a two type. One is a compiler. One is a compiler. You can name compiler as all, is also known all. Compiler is known as all. When we say compiler, or static, okay, or array binding, okay, or array binding. So you can call them that, okay, or array binding. So you can call this one static or array binding. These are the polymorphism. So the second one which we had, it is known as what? The second one which we had, it is known as runtime or dynamic, okay, or dynamic binding, okay, or dynamic binding. So I was telling you that when we say runtime or binding, what do you understand? We understand that we have a two function name, okay, two function name with the same name where? In a different classes, parents as well as what? Parents as well as child class. All right. So we want to check if there is no error between them. Okay. We want to check if there is no error between them. Sorry. If there is no error between them. So this is dynamic or runtime or runtime polymorphism. Okay. Polymorphism. 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 All right. So write down. I just want you to write down so we can complete within 5 minutes. When we say dynamic binding, okay, dynamic binding. When we say dynamic binding, what do you understand? Is achieved, write down, is achieved using virtual function. Okay, so here we have in dynamic binding or runtime, sometimes we use virtual function. We shall see them. Virtual function. When you say virtual function, we want to make the child class to perform or to be performed. Okay, this is number one. And the number two, the base class, write down, the base class pointer or object pointer, object points to the derived, okay, to the derived class object. object. Number two, dynamic. Now this is important. We have to understand dynamic binding. Dynamic binding is a process of determining the type of object at runtime. Which object is going to be run at runtime? Sorry, at runtime. Okay, so write down this. So these are the key. Okay, these are the definition or the understanding of dynamic binding. All right, dynamic binding. So to clear the curiosity for those who are still writing down, you can write static binding here, static. Let it go together, static binding, or array binding. Or array binding is a process, it's a process of having a same function name, okay, same function name, but passing different parameters. Okay, parameters. Okay. Again, you can write down here. Again, you can write is a process of operator overloading. So this is also, these are the concept of OOPS. All right. For the sake of time, today I've explained to you the dynamic binding. Okay. What do we mean dynamic binding? Dynamic binding is a runtime. We have a class and we have a child class, but these two classes, they have the same function name, and we want the object or the class or the function of child class to be performed. What do? We use virtual function. We shall see in the third unit. This is to give you the concept because it is in the first unit. All right. For coming to the message passing, we shall learn it tomorrow because at 11 exactly, I have another class. So keeping in mind that tomorrow we shall see something known as message passing. And then after message passing, we shall see data type and variables. Now we start to come into real programming and some features of C++. Okay. We saw the concept of OOPS. Then after tomorrow and the continuity of it, we shall see the features of C++. Okay. The features of C++ as you can see. Do you have any question before we end this? Did you take a note for this for previous one? This is a polymorphism. This is a polymorphism. I hope for the next class, if I ask you a question, you will be able to answer, or you will be able to know what we were studying. So today we have covered the dynamic binding, and we have also covered something known as polymorphism. These are the concept of OOP. All right. Thank you, Simultan, and thank you for everybody. Somebody said my voice was breaking. It's still breaking? My voice continued to break?
So little bit, sir.
Little bit. Probably I have a network issue. Very sorry for that. Very, very sorry. All right. Okay. Oh, my network is very low. All right. So if there is no more question, please let's do as we used to do. Turn on your video and wave to each other. And I would like to wish you a very happy day and a good day. Yes, Hashadil, have a good day. Lavanya, Devasuria, Mary Gibson, Priti RIS, Lohit Topo, Bhuvanaswali, Richard, Amaltavani, and Simultan, I cannot see you. Indu ready. Yes, Priti RIS. Simultan, I cannot see you. Serene Rose. Okay, Serene Rose. All right. Richard, where are you? Chaitra. All right. Ravania, Vinay Kumar, Amson, Kevin Samuel, I want to see you, please. It's been a while. Some of you, I'm not getting time to see all of you.
I'm here, sir.
All right, Richard, I can see you. Kevin Samuel. Bhavana Swari. Kevin Samuel. I just want Amal Tavani. Sonu Kumar. Turn on your video. I just want to see you all before we go. Serene Rose. Show off. Show off. Don't show on. Show off. All right. All right. We can see you. Okay. All right. All right. I see all of you are fine. Mona. All of you turn your video because I cannot call 31 student by name. All right. All of you turn your video. And then I can wave at you. Okay, Chaitra, happy to see you all. For those pretty Adav, Devasuria, we saw Devasuria, Vinay Kumar, we saw them. And the pretty Arais, all right, Kevin Samuel. All right, very good, very good. I'm happy to see you all. I wish you a happy day. Ciao, ciao, till we meet the next day. Ciao, ciao.